everyone, and welcome to Bella Fox Checks. Today, I'm going to be going to another Christmas event, and this one's actually at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and this one is called Holiday in the Park. So this one should be a good one, and I can't wait to get started. This is the beginning of today's adventure, and on the right hand side we have the Honda mascot. He is greeting us today because SoCal Honda dealers are here, and they are telling us to dim our lights because they want us to enjoy the show. And the first attraction we're gonna see here is the Six Flags bus. You probably see this in other commercials, and look how it's lit up, and look at the inside. They got a disco ball or a couple inside, so whoever's in there is having a blast right now, which is really cool. I like the way the bus was like set up right there. It's like a nice introduction to Six Flags. And here goes happy holidays to everybody. And this is the Holiday in the Park entrance, and I like the billboard at the top by Magic Mountain. And we are entering the shops here, and wow, look at this. Look at this. It's so lit up. It looks like you're in Vegas right now with the way the lights are just synced, turning on and off. They got like some American colors from the flag. They got the white, blue, red, which is really awesome. And I like the way everything is synced. Look at the top. Look at the sides. Like look at that. Look at the way they were able to sync everything. And even the shop right here in the front, look, it's really cool the way that they have like a whole theme going here with like these American colors. And even right here, this next section, look at that shape. It's like outlined with a bunch of like Christmas lights. And look at this Christmas tree. Look at the star at the top. Wow, that thing is really awesome. And the colors of this tree look so awesome. And look, so many esferas. It has a bunch of esferas on that Christmas tree, and I like how they were big, so you were able to see them and distinguish them. And in this next section here, they had like a bunch of holograms that were pointing towards the wall, and every single hologram had like something different. So like the first one was blue, and it had like snowflakes, stars. They had like Christmas presents and some bells, and they did have some Christmas trees, now and then, which was nice. They had a performer for us who was dancing for us and hyping up the crowd that was in the car. And these projectors are really nice. They really got creative. And on the left hand side, they turned on one of the rides, and they just turned it on with the lights. And this is nice because usually if you would have turned to the left, it would have just been black, like nothing there. And even in the front, I like that they at least turned on the lights from their rides, so that, and they even turned on like the green and red one, which was really cool. And on the right hand side, they did have like blue on the fence, so I like that they at least had some lights when you were transitioning. And this next part right here has a bunch of esferas. I'm counting like 1, 2, 3, 4 right off the bat. And I like this one right here. It has like a little opening, and I would have got out normally to like take a picture there for Instagram or Snapchat, but unfortunately they did have a staff member right here in the front. So I'm pretty sure that other people might have tried to do the same thing that I am thinking of. So they were like, nope, we're gonna put somebody there so that nobody stops. And he is here telling us hi. And I like the palm trees in the front, the way they're lit up with Christmas lights. And they didn't put any at the very, very top. I imagine that would have been hard, but it's still nice. And then look at this left hand side here with the Christmas lights. I like the way the blue looks on the trees. It's really nice. Like, it's like a peaceful type of color. And look, over here we have red donde están las esferas, but then if you look on the other side, there's blue. So I like that contrast right there, blue and red. And again, look at this big esfera. Like, I really wanted a picture there. It didn't happen for me. And here's another lost esfera. This one got lost from the group. That's why it's all the way over here. And the other 4 were like behind there. And on the right hand side, we had someone dancing for us and greeting us. And on the left, we had some more Christmas lights like on the bushes. And they had a snow machine here that was throwing snow as we passed. And this next section here was pretty quiet. Not too much going on. So we're just passing by here. And right here, they did bring out some of their cars from their collection, so for us to see. And now we are entering the next section. And they have some Christmas trees as we go inside. And some Christmas posters right there. And this one looks kind of quiet. Doesn't look like they put too many Christmas lights here in this section. But we got West Coast Customs here, showing off their awesome cars. And I believe that's actually a ride when the theme park is open. But look at the cars. They at least put some lights shining up at them. So, you know, that was pretty nice to see. That way we stay in the Christmas spirit while we enjoy these awesome looking cars. And on the right hand side, they did have like some graffiti art, which was cool. And on the building on the right hand side, they did have lights at least shining to the buildings. And they did have like colorful colors shining there. So it wasn't like sad or nothing. I actually like that they did this because they were maximizing like what they could put. And we had someone dancing for us here. And we had a big Christmas tree. And one thing I liked about this one was, I don't know what those things are. It looks like snakes, or I don't know what they are, but it makes the Christmas tree look really nice. And we have some more art there. And now we're gonna go into this next section. But on the right hand side here, they did have a bunch of little Christmas trees, which was cool to see. That way when we're going to the next area, we're at least looking at something. They had these white ones with like colorful colors on them. And it looks really nice, you know. El árbol se mira pelón, pero tiene sus lucecitas. And I like the way the rides right here, those poles in the back have lights shining on them. It's like a nice little background for the Christmas trees. And I know it's gonna be hard to tell, but something that I noticed on these green trees was that if you like pause the video or look really hard, the Christmas lights on them look like they were chiles. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know, some Christmas lights de chiles. Al estilo de chiles was really nice to see. I'm gonna have to look for those. And this next section is really awesome. Look at the trees. So they got white and red on the trunks. White and red, white and red. But look at the top of the trees. Like, I'm looking at the video again, and the video does no justice to how awesome this looked in person. I like the way the lights are hanging on the trees. It almost looks like a spider web, you know, like just all over the place. And look at them. I can't even imagine how like they were putting the lights up on the trees, but it looks so awesome. And look at the shop right there. They did light up the roof. And right here again, this is when you're driving in your car, and I just like it. Look at the top. They got lights going from like one tree to the other tree on the right, from the left to the right, left to the right. And of course the bottom is lit up. I'm not talking about the bottom too much, but that's because I'm more excited about the top. And look at these little pointy things with the lights. Like, it starts off on at the top and then it turns off at the bottom, and it looks really awesome. Look at even the back side. It looks so mesmerizing. I really like this section here. White and red looks so awesome. And even the top, the way they designed it. And the bottom, let's talk about the bottom for a bit. They did put lights on the bushes. They put a little Christmas tree. And they got a little polar bear here with their kid. It's nice. And I like the blue light on it. It looks really cool for the polar bear. And again, look at this nice design that they are still keeping up from the beginning. And here is a cheetah. Looks like he's about to pounce on us because we're disturbing him. And on the left hand side of like this little same area, they did have some Christmas trees here. And they had this Christmas tree that had some white on it. And they did have like this big owl, which was really cool. I like the sculpture. It looks really awesome. we rarely get to see owls, but we got a close-up right there. And now we're going into the next section, but again, I like that it's not pitch black. They at least put some lights on the railings. They could have lit up the trees, of course, you know, but at least they put something. That way we're not just driving by here with like nothing to see. But even like, if we take a moment and appreciate the right hand side, I like the way they put these Christmas trees here. Like they kind of put one yes, one no, one yes, one no. And this allows us to kind of like appreciate them. And of course they had some people here greeting us so that, you know, we're happy. And in this next part right here, I like the way the trees are. Look at that purple spotlight at them. It looks really awesome. I like the way it looks. It wasn't overkill. They didn't put too many Christmas lights. That spotlight was perfect. And here goes some Holiday in the Park logo with some stars. And on the right hand side of this section, there actually wasn't nothing there. It was all on the left hand side. But look at the theme here. I'm imagining that this is like the North Pole, because they got penguins. And look at this little penguin. He's got his little house right there made out of ice. It's probably like a G. And we got some polar bears in the background and this big penguin and some snowflakes. And I like the way that there's like a blue spotlight pointing up. It's really cool, like the white and the blue mixture that they have going on here. It really kind of makes you feel like you're in the North Pole maybe. So they got creative when it comes to that. And again, they do have some other rides, at least with the lights turned on, like this one up ahead, this roller coaster, which I think is cool. You know, something is better than nothing. And again, I do like that they have the merry-go-round on so that we can at least see it. But then look at these next trees. Look at the green on the right hand side, the purple, the pink, the red, the orangey type of colors that they have here, and the white at the top looks so elegant. I really like those little light bulbs. They look like they're LEDs and they look really nice. But look at the trees. The color that is on the trees is just so awesome. It's like a neon color, like red, pink, purple. It's a nice combination that they did here. I like that they don't have like a bunch of red and blue, right? They changed it up to these weird looking purplish, pinkish colors, which is nice, just to give us some variety. But I spoke too soon because here's the green and the blue. But that's fine because I still like the way that the neon looks. Like these look like neon lights on the trees. And again, the white at the top, like if you just stop and look at it, like it's really mesmerizing. Really mesmerizing. And this part right here, unfortunately, the video just does not do justice to how awesome this looks in person. Look at it. Look at the tree on the left hand side. I can't even imagine trying to wrap all the lights around it. Like that must have been a struggle for the workers that had to have done that. And if you could see, there is snow falling in this section, but it doesn't come out too much. But again, look at the tree with the white and the bottom lit up with those neon colors. And here you go, we got greeted by these two cartoon characters saying hi to us. Hey, what's up? And that's always cool to see. And we had the water on right there, that attraction, so that we can at least see it. And they did light up the left hand side, which is cool, with some lights. They didn't leave it empty. And I like the blue on the back. It passed by too fast, but they did have some blue in the back there that looks so nice. And even now that I'm going back and watching this video, every time I go back and watch it, I always notice something new. So it has a lot of replay value, and every time you see it, you get something different. But again, this is the same part that we just passed by, but I just wanted to show you guys the right hand side and like a more in-depth look. Look at this light blue tree right here. Like I didn't see this tree the first time around, but it looks really nice. And again, the right side of the trees here with the green and the blue, it just looks so awesome. Like if you guys were driving here in person, you just like be mesmerized by it. And again, look at these neon colors. They really get you in that Christmas spirit. If you weren't feeling the Christmas spirit before you came in, you're gonna feel it while you're on this ride. And here goes the shop. They just put up some lights around it, but that's fine. It looks nice. And of course, here's some more advertisement for Honda. And in this next section, they did have like a dancer dancing for us. It was a little basic, I'll be honest, but I mean, it's nice. You know, it's something different. And at least she was going at it. She was dancing for us. They did have some presents on the background, and we had a little fireplace. And look at this tree right here. These 3 trees, it's like a circle, and then the circles have lights around it. And I like these 3 trees. Like, it's really cool. They should have had more because it's like something I've never seen before, actually. That really looks cool. Right now, we're going through a part that doesn't have nothing exciting. So do me a huge favor and hit the like button down below. It helps me out big time. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep seeing some more holiday videos and other places in LA that you're going to want to go check out. And this next building in the front, they at least put some lights on it. And they forgot some on the left-hand side, I guess. And even in this section, if you look to the left and the right, there wasn't too much going on. But we are at Santa's mansion now. And we're seeing Santa's car right here. It looks like it's loaded up with a bunch of stuff. And I like that little plane right there. It looks like kind of like the one you just drive and take off for whenever he wants to go to Hawaii or something. And they're all greeting at us. They're telling us hi, what's up. They're dancing for us. And they did have music playing in the background, which was nice. And look, there goes a train, because Santa does need help pushing all those presents from the North Pole over to other sides of the world. Where Santa Claus was at, they did have this other section of these cars here filled with a bunch of Christmas presents. But as we continue, we enter this section that's lit up. I like the way they lit up the ground with white lights. And this green and red for the lollipops looks really cool. And it just kind of sticks out. If you notice, the lollipops stick out when they're like behind the white lights, which is really interesting. And in that same part, we're gonna check out the right side. They did light up this shop at least with some white Christmas lights, and they turned on the lights. And this is pretty cool. I like it. It makes you feel like you're in the North Pole and that's just like a shop there. And here is Santa's elves. He was giving out presents, but he told me that I was naughty this year. I was trying to debate with him and convince him that I wasn't, but I guess they know the truth. And here goes some more little Christmas trees. And now we're gonna transition into this next part where we have some people dancing with some big spears. And I don't know how those people do it, to be like on their legs, like dancing like that. It must be tiring. I wonder if they fall. That's what I want to know. And in this section here, if you pre-bought food before, when you were purchasing your ticket online, this is actually where you just kind of get it. Like, they just give it to you, like, hey, here's your hot dog or whatever you ordered. And there's a tree that we saw at the entrance. And wow. But before we go over there, they did have some religious symbols here, which was nice to see them integrating some religion. And look at this blue. Look at this sky blue color on the trees. I know that there's like green and like little purple lights, but it's so interesting how the light blue takes over. And I don't know about your eyes, maybe this is like one of those optical illusions where like everyone sees like a different color. Like, I kind of pay attention to more of the light blue and a little bit of the green, but there is some purple and green, so it's kind of interesting for me. The light blue really sticks out way more, and I really like it. These light blue lights look really cool. And look at the small details that they pay attention to. Look at the cones. The cones are not orange and they are light blue. So that's really cool. It's like these little details that goes to show you that they really tried. They didn't just throw stuff into the event and we're like, all right, let's just put it in there and see how it works out. And again, look at this shot. They do have some white lights at the bottom and it looks nice. It's like a nice contrast how they have white at the bottom and some light blue lights at the top. I really enjoy it. And they have that shop back here lit up with lights. And we have like a little dancer here spinning around. I call this the bad guy area, and you'll see why right now. And of course, look at this. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm lost. I'm at loss for words right now. And here goes the evil snowman. He does look kind of scary. And look at the lights. Like right here we see the green, the purple on the trunk of that tree. And we see the shop in the background. They even put some lights on there. But there's just so much happening that, like, sometimes it's hard to pay attention to everything. And right here we got some more white on the ground. And the lights at the top, I had said this before, but I like the way they threw them on the tree. It looks really nice. And there goes the light blue. I really like the way they decided to just do light blue on this section with white. And the green from the bushes and the green from those Christmas ornaments that they put just looks so cool. And like even this building that's coming up for the Twisted Colossus, they lit it up with a bunch of Christmas lights. And that's really cool to see. They could have just left it blank, but they didn't. They actually put stuff on there. And look at these trees right here. It looks so fascinating. They forgot to put lights at the top, but it's okay because there was just so much going on that if they had put any more, I would have been overwhelmed. But it looks really awesome. And now we're gonna see it again, but this time from the left-hand side because it was a little different and this section was just so awesome. We have to repeat it. And this is the left-hand side. And look at the way they lit up that house. They put lights everywhere. On the roof, on the sides, like everywhere. And a bunch of blue was lit up on all the trees right here. And I really like it. This is that section of the ride where you kind of want to go slow and just soak up the moment. Like I'm looking at it right now and I'm just like, wow, that's really nice. I swear you guys, Christmas is such a holiday. Or, I mean, not just Christmas, you know. During this time, these holidays are just so awesome. And I like how Christmas lights just bring out like that cheery spirit in everybody. I feel like we all need a little bit of happiness in our lives. And I think that this stuff just gives you that rush of happiness that you need. Like, this is like one of those Six Flags magic moments. And just like look at this, like words can't even describe how awesome these Christmas lights look right now. And this building on the left hand side, they even like put lights on it too, you know, just to give it that feel that you're like in a neighborhood in the North Pole. And this is how everyone lights up their home. And again, look at the detail. Like, look at the bushes on the bottom. They even lit them up, like on the like the wall area. It looks so cool. And they had a little tractor here with some smoke coming out, and it looks nice. Like, I could picture this being in the North Pole. And look at the tree all the way at the top. They put Christmas lights. And here goes another bad guy. He's the Time Stealer. Oh, he kind of reminds me of Time Wizard from Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's kind of like, when you think about it, like, you know, like, this is just like, you want to slow down time and just enjoy this moment right now. Like, these colors, I think, bring on like the happiness inside everybody. Because, you know, life is hard and we all need like a moment of happiness, something to distract us from like everyday problems, right? Maybe too much homework, especially right now with what's going on in the world. It's nice to just be able to come to like something like this and just forget about everything. Like, just leave all that stuff at the door and just enjoy Christmas or holidays, you know, for that matter. And here goes the ending. We got Santa Claus telling us bye. He is getting ready to deliver all the presents for all the boys and girls out there, and hopefully adults, you guys. I did ask for an Xbox. I don't know if I'm getting it, but we'll see. And of course, everyone tells us bye. And this is the ending, you guys. It's time for the verdict, you guys. And I'm gonna be giving this place 4 out of 5 stars. And the reason I'm doing so is because I really enjoyed it. The first thing I liked was that I got to drive my car in the theme park. This was something I never got to do, and it was a different point of view than like actually walking throughout the theme park, which was really nice. But we weren't here for that. We were here for the Christmas lights. And at first, it did start off kind of slow. I was actually kind of worried, like, oh shoot, man, Six Flags is about to let me down. But it got better as you started driving and you started to see what they were offering. And one thing I liked was the little gaps in between like the different themes, because I felt like it kind of let you reflect on what you saw and kind of clear your mind for the next one, right? Which was really cool, and I really liked that. I liked all the different colors that they used. They used a lot of blue, a lot of yellow, a lot of pink, so many different colors, and they got really creative. My favorite part though were the trees. The trees here was like awesome. Every single tree was lit up from top to bottom, which was really good. And my favorite part was how they kind of threw the lights up at the tree. It almost seemed like they were like, all right, let's throw a bunch of lights over here, some lights over there, and it ended up looking really nice. Finally, this was Delafox Checks, and I approve of Holiday in the Park at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California.